So good evening. We are back again. We're going to talk about one of the greatest strikers in living history, one of the greatest strikers of all time. Karim Benzema has finally left. Well, he hasn't officially left yet. They're going to do a nice little ceremony for him tomorrow at midday, which is only fair considering he is the most decorated player in the club's history. And they have had some very, very good players over the years, but he's top of the tree when it comes to trophies. 25 trophies for Real Madrid. That's more than a lot of football clubs have. But there we go. He is leaving. He is going to Saudi Arabia. A bumper deal, 300 odd million. Crazy money. Maybe Saudi could come in for me. But before we get into talking about the nitty gritty, my thoughts and feelings on him, big up to everybody who is subbed to this channel. Make sure you are subscribing, liking the video as always. Share the content around, that'd be great. And yeah, man, madness. I see the breaking news yesterday and I thought, okay, that's a bit weird. And then I read the story about Saudi Arabia. I thought, well, maybe it's not so weird after all. 350 million quid to go and play football in Saudi is just unbelievable. And it's kind of funny as well because he's actually joining the Champions, which is the team that Nuno Espirito Santo runs. Remember him, the Tottenham manager, disgraced and sacked after 3 months in the job, after getting them top of the league, whilst we were bottom of the league. But there we go. But anyway, Karim Benzema's record for Real Madrid is just a joke, if I'm being honest. 648 games, 354 goals, 25 trophies. Unbelievable. Including 5 Champions Leagues, 4 La Liga titles, 3 Copa del Reys. The current holder of the Ballon d'Or, which is obviously the world's best player, is Real Madrid's second top goal scorer of all time. Only Cristiano Ronaldo has more. Ronaldo has 450. Obviously, Karim Benzema has 354 now. He actually scored yesterday as well, which brought him to tears as he was celebrating the goal that made him equalise. In his last ever game for Real Madrid. And 14 years at that club. You do not stay at Real Madrid for 14 years unless you're a top player. That don't happen very often. His record overall in football. Sorry, let me just add as well. That goal that he scored last night makes him the all-time top French goal scorer in the leagues that are considered the 5 best in Europe. He is the all-time top goal scorer in that with that goal last night as a French player. But his record overall is 912 games. I mean, that's just ridiculous. In fact, I'm lying because I haven't updated from yesterday's game. 913 games, 648 for Madrid, 148 for Lyon, 97 for France, and he scored a whopping 457 goals. That is insane levels. And like I said, he is the most decorated footballer in Real Madrid's history, which is just, I mean, if you think of the players they've had over the lifetime of that football club, it is just insane, absolutely insane. And that club has had the standards up here ever since it was founded. Let's be real. They have been the front runners in standards in football. Something that's going out of the game because of this loser mentality that is rife within the modern game. You know, winning's not a thing anymore. It's all about the participation trophy. We don't do that. Well, I don't do that. Arsenal do it. I don't. Cheers. But Real Madrid, it's all about winning. And they've already got rid of a few players already this season, this summer. And that's before the window's officially opened. They're getting players out, shipping them out. There's talk that they're going to spend in excess of 400 million euros this summer. Obviously, Jude Bellingham is one player that's going to be going there for top dollar. And they're obviously going to look to add a striker now, because maybe even 2 strikers. And Harry Kane's on the list. Not quite sure whether that'll go through, but Ancelotti was talking after the game yesterday and saying that he wants a good footballing striker that can score lots of goals. Well, there ain't many good footballing strikers that can score lots of goals. Harry Kane ticks both boxes. He's a fantastic footballer and he scores lots of goals. And I think if he had actually ended up going to Madrid, I think he'd smash it. I can't lie. No, the guy is just a joke. But yeah, Karim Benzema, man, he's going to go to Al Ittihad. and he's going to earn an absolute fortune. But listen, fair play to him. He's earned his stripes. He's worked his nuts off. He's going to be ingrained in Real Madrid history for the rest of their existence as a football club, even way past when he's dead and gone. He will remain one of the biggest legends in that club's history. And listen, they signed him for 32 million euros, I think it was. And everyone was like, "Whoa!" Back, I think it was 2009. Everyone was like, "Oh, that's a bit big dough. It's big money." Well, it's worked out all right, isn't it? It's worked out not too bad at all. And yeah, man, it's good luck to him. But listen, Real Madrid always have a touch of class around stuff like this. Yeah, they are, like I said, an elite footballing institution. And tomorrow at midday, they're going to have a nice little ceremony for him. They're going to make it all fantastic, a big farewell. He's obviously given the club some great times, 25 trophies, like I said, and they want to give something back by doing a tribute to him. He actually presented Florentino Perez a football shirt yesterday, a Madrid shirt with a nice little message all over it, with number 25 representing the 25 goal trophies, that he'd won with the club. And Real Madrid just oozes class, man. Always oozes class. I love everything about that football club. Yeah, their standards are as high as they can be. You know, they're ruthless when it comes to transfers. They're ruthless when it's getting rid of players. They're ruthless when their president comes out and says what he wants and certain things ain't good enough. Yeah, they don't mince their words, man. And they always end up winning trophies. You know, they've had a poor season this season. You know, they didn't win the league. They didn't win the Champions League. That is the standards of that football club. And unfortunately, there's not many other clubs on the planet with that elite level mentality. And you have to rate it, man. Yeah, you have to rate it. That club tries to win at all costs. And Karim Benzema has been a great part of that. And let's not forget, he went through the part where Cristiano Ronaldo was the main man at the club. And he had to kind of move into different positions because he weren't the striker. Yeah. And the last 5 seasons, I swear to God, this guy has... Listen, you could make a case that he has been the best striker on the planet for the last 5 seasons. You could argue Lewandowski and Harry Kane. You could put all 3 of them. They are the best 3 strikers on the planet, in my opinion. You could argue that in any single way. Yeah, for me, mate, Karim Benzema doing it on the biggest stage, in the biggest games, always turning up in big games, always getting the job done. And he scores all types of goals as well. The guy can score free kicks. He can score headers. He can dribble, twinkle toes in the box and ping one in. Left foot, right foot. His passing's mad underrated. His hold-up play is insane. Yeah, and his vision, yeah, is just a joke. Like the guy's got it all, man. Yeah, what a career, what a player. And Real Madrid are going to have to go out there and find somebody to replicate that. And it might not just be one player. They might need to get a couple in to score the volume of goals and the link-up play, the hold-up play, because that is a massive, massive miss for Madrid now that he's leaving. I couldn't believe it when I see the news. I can't lie. I was like, whoa, is this a wind-up? You know, but he's getting on a bit. You know, there was talk that he was going to have another year. But obviously that's not the case. He decided yesterday that he wanted to leave. Just looking at his record right now, this is just La Liga games. This season, 24 games, 19 goals. Last season, 27 goals in 32 games. The season before, 23 goals in 34 games. Season before that, 21 in 37. The season before that, 21 in 36. The season before that was his worst ever season. Scored 5 goals, 10 assists. But ever since then, like I said, ever since then, he's bounced back with 20 plus goals every season, apart from this season in the league where he got 19. But now add in Champions League goals. This season, he got 4. Last season, 15. He scored more goals in the Champions League than most strikers score in a season in a league. He scored in the Club World Cup this season. He scored 2 goals in the Copa de España in 2 games. He scored in the UEFA Super Cup in the 1 game. Now, the guy just scores in everything. It's just ridiculous. International Champions Cup, he scored a goal. Copa del Rey, 6 games, 4 goals. The guy's goal scoring record is just a joke. Yeah, and like I said, it's all types of goals. It ain't even half chances, some of his goals. It's literally quarter chances. But overall this season, 43 games, 31 goals, 6 assists. That's elite, man. The guy's a joke. The guy's an absolute joke. What a footballer. And I'll tell you what, it's not going to be the same watching Madrid without him, that's for sure. But good luck to him. He's obviously going to go land an absolute king's ransom over in Saudi Arabia, reported at 350 million for a season. He's already joining the champions. They've just got a lot better because with him there, they'll probably walk away with it again, and Ronaldo will be in tears again. So it is what it is. Where does he rank? Where does he rank for you in the all-time greats? Is he in your top 10, your top 5? Is he your GOAT? Mad to think about Karim Benzema not playing for Madrid. But yeah, man, for me, he's one of the best strikers I've ever seen. Yeah, he's up there with the best of the best. Yeah, unbelievable, talented footballer, man. Like I said, he's got every attribute you want from a footballer. Yeah, as a striker as well, scoring the goals, hold up play, link play, strong as an ox, vision, passing, determination, work rate. He runs his nuts off. I've seen games where he's played for Madrid where he's at right back at times getting the ball back. Like, the guy's just insane. And yeah, they're gonna have to spend a lot of money to replace him, that's for sure. But let me know your thoughts on all of that. Don't forget, check out the other channel. I will have a couple of videos out on there today. Then I'm going to the beach. It's my birthday today. Big up Kieran Tierney. It's his birthday today as well. All goats were born on the 5th of June. All have a wonderful day. Adios.